Hi dear students, good morning. So welcome back to the today's session. So today we are going to end this chapter, that is motion in a straight line. So this is the last video for problem section. So let us start the question. Given question is, a car accelerates uniformly from rest. So car is moving with the acceleration and initially it was at rest, means car is at rest position, means initial velocity is how much ma? First we will write the given data while reading the problem. So initial velocity, that is 0. Next, so once it start accelerates means it will acquire some speed, that is how much speed? Final velocity 36 km/h. So convert into meter per second, 36 into 5 divided by 18 meter per second. So 2 9s are 2 1s are 2 8s are again 9 9s are 9 2s are 5 2s are 10. So final velocity is 10 meter per second. So car is there, initially it is at rest position and while accelerating, while moving, it acquires a how much speed? It is moving with a speed of 10 meter per second and it takes a time to move from 0 to 10 meter per second. It will take a time t is equals to 10 seconds. These are the given data. So now by using these given data, we have to calculate acceleration and second one total distance travelled by the car and the velocity at a 6th second. At a 6th second, what is the velocity of that car? And last one, you have to calculate a distance travelled in 6th second. For 6th second, how much distance it is travelled, and at 6th second, what is the velocity of the car? These are the given question. Let us solve one by one. Simple question. Car is moving. Initially it is at rest. Wherever the word rest comes means you have to take it as a 0. Then while moving the car, it acquires a speed that is 36 km per hour. So just convert this kilometer per hour to meter per second. For that just you have to multiply 5 by 18. Then you will get a 10 meter per second. And to move from 0 to 10 meter per second, how much time it is taken? 10 seconds. So first one, A question. What you have to calculate? Acceleration of the car. So acceleration is equals to question mark. We know that by seeing the data you can apply to find acceleration. First equation of motion, that is v is equals to u plus at. Now you know t value, you have to calculate acceleration and initial velocity, final velocity, everything is given here. Just take and substitute. So to calculate A, just rearrange here itself. I will write here acceleration A is equals to, take this term left side, what will happen? V minus u divided by, take this multiplication t to divide. Just if you cross multiply means again same equation you will get at is equals to v minus u. Again take this minus u here, it will be plus u. Now substitute the values. V is how much here? 10 minus initial velocity is 0 divided by time is 10 seconds. This will be 10 by 10, that is acceleration is 1 meter per second. What is the value of acceleration here? 1 meter per second square. First one you have calculated. What is that? Acceleration of the car. Next, second one, total distance travelled by the car. Option B. So write the formula. S is equals to ut plus half at square. This is the equation to calculate the distance. Now you don't know S value, you know u, t and acceleration A. Just take and substitute here. What you will get? S is equals to initial velocity is 0 into time is how much here? 10 second plus half constant as it is acceleration, it will be 1 meter per second square and again time will be 10 square. So this term will be what? 0. Then S is equals to here 100 upon 2, that will be 50 meter. So the distance traveled by the car is how much? 50 meter. This is the second answer. Total distance traveled by the car. Now you have to calculate a velocity at the end of the 6th second. So car is moving, how much time it is taken? 10 seconds. At 6th second, what is the velocity of the car? See, to find the velocity of car, again use a first equation of motion, that is v is equals to u plus at. So you have to calculate velocity at how many seconds? At t is equals to 6 seconds. Just take and substitute here, you will get the answer. I will write here only. Initial velocity is 0, then plus acceleration is how much more? 1 into t value is how much? 10. Not 10. How to take a t value 6 second. You have to calculating a for 6th second what is the velocity of the car. Don't consider this time t. Okay, right here 6 seconds. Then velocity at t is equals to 6 seconds is 6 meter per second. This is the answer. 6 meter per second. Now third is over. Fourth one, what you have to calculate here? The distance travelled in the 6th second. Again for 6th second, how much distance is covered? Have to calculate how much distance is covered for a 6th second. Then calculate here. To find the 6th second, use fourth equation of motion, that is Sn is equals to u plus a divided by 2 2n minus 1. This is the formula. So here n value is how much? 6th second they are mentioning. So just write here S6 is equals to initial velocity is 0 plus acceleration is how much more? 1 meter per second divided by 2. 2 into n value is how much here? 6 minus 1. Now calculate here. S6 is equals to, this will be 0, leave it. Next here 2 into 6 12. 12 minus 1 is 11 divided by 2. This will be 5.5 meter. So final, at the 6th second, the distance covered by the car is how much more? This will be 5.5 meter. This is the solution for fourth question. Is it clear to all? Once again, simple question. A car is moving and it is moving with uniform acceleration, and initially it is at rest position, means initial velocity is 0, and while moving it acquires how many speed? How much speed? 36 km per hour. Just to convert this kmp's to meter per second, multiply 5 by 18. It is fixed amount. So just calculate, you will get a velocity as a 10 meter per second, and to acquire 0 to 10 meter per second, how much time it is taken? 10 seconds. So time t is 10 seconds. Then you have to calculate acceleration, total distance, then velocity of a car at 6th second, and for 6th second how much distance it is covered. You have to calculate. Is it clear? Understood? Note down. Yes, dear students, take the next problem. That is, a ball is thrown vertically upward and it reaches a height of 90 meter. Find velocity of velocity with which it was thrown, means initial velocity you have to calculate, and the second one height you have to calculate. So see here, a ball is thrown vertically upward. So vertically upward means once if you throw the object or a ball with some velocity, then it will reach the highest point. So from here, this point, this ground state to that highest point, how much height it is reached, that you have to calculate. And to that highest point, from this ground to that highest point, to reach the ball, how much seconds it is taken? 7 seconds after throwing the ball. So from how much velocity you are throwing the ball, for which velocity, that you have to calculate, that is the initial velocity. So vertically upward motion means once if it reaches the highest point, momentarily it was at rest position. So imagine this is the ground, you are standing here and you are throwing the object from here. So once if you throw the object with certain initial velocity, then it will reach us the highest point. Let us consider this is the highest point. Now ball is at here, right? So at momentarily ball will be at rest position, then it will fall downward and or it will come to ground. Then from this point to this point h, that you have to calculate. To from here to here to reach ball, how much time it is taken? 7 seconds. Then what is the height? You have to calculate, right? Now first write the given datas. A ball is thrown vertically upward and it reaches the height. So height is given, that is h is equals to 90 meter and final velocity will be 0 and initial velocity you have to calculate. Don't know. That is the first question. Velocity with which it was thrown means initial velocity you have to calculate. Vertical motion means acceleration will be minus g, that is minus 9.8 meter per second square. So these are the given data. To calculate the first one, that is initial velocity, write the formula. So by these seeing given data, you can use second equation of motion, that is v square is equals to u square plus 2a. Yes, instead of s we can take h here, so that is 2ah. Now final velocity is how much? 0. Initial velocity is how much? We don't know. You have to calculate plus 2 as it is. A value is how much ma? Minus 9.8 into h value 90. Right. Now this will be 0. Then take this u term to left side. So that is u square is equals to, or here minus is there, minus 2 into 9.8 into 90. How much you will get? Just calculate and tell me the answer. You will get 1764. This is u square. Then take a square root. If you take a square root means u is equals to under root 1764. This will be 42. That is 42 meter per second. This is the initial velocity. So at this velocity you are throwing the ball vertically upward motion. So for this velocity what height it will reach us, you have to calculate. That is the next question. This is what initial velocity, right? Now second one, what is that? The height reached by the ball 7 seconds after it was thrown. One ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಹೋಗದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, it will reach as the highest point, that is a peak point. At what seconds? 7 seconds. So just write here. Before that, thus the ball was thrown vertically upward with the velocity, how much? With the velocity 42 meter per second. So at this velocity let us consider h. Let h be the h dash, already h is taken. Let h dash be the height of the ball 7 seconds after it was thrown. Then h dash, let us consider h dash is what? Height of the ball. Now excuse me, right. Let us take, instead of s, can you consider h dash? Again we know that formula, S is equals to ut plus half at square. Here we are considering h dash. H dash is the height of the ball reaches after 7 seconds. Then just replace h dash is equals to, again initial velocity, just you have calculated how much it is, 42 into time t value, it is given 7 seconds, plus half into a value, this is minus 9.8 into t square is 7 square. Just calculate and tell me the answer. So 42 into 7, how much you will get? 294, is it? So 294 minus, just cancel here, 2 ones are 2 4s are 8.1, 4.9. Now 49, 7 sevens are 49. 49 into 4.9, how much you will get? 240.1. 240.1. Now h dash is equals to 294 minus 240, how much you will get? 53.9 meter, that is 53.9 meter. This is the h dash answer. Is it clear? Understood? The height reached by the ball, how much height the ball will reach us? 53.9 meter. That much height it will reach us when you throw the ball with the velocity 42 meter per second. 42 meter per second ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಬಾಲನ್ನು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಎಸೆದ್ರೆ, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೈಟಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 53.9 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೈಟಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? Yes. Take a next problem. That is, a stone dropped from the top of the building reaches the ground in 3 seconds. Means the time is given. Time t is equals to how much? 3 seconds. So there is a building. Let us imagine here it is a building, and top of this point a stone. Means a person is standing here and he dropping the stone. This is stone. He dropping the stone means the stone will take a time to reach this ground. How much time? That is t is equals to 3 seconds. Then reaches the ground. What is the height of the building? Means to reach from this point to this point, it is taken a time 3 seconds. Means what is the height of this building? You have to calculate. H is equals to 0. Height of the building you have to calculate. Once again, there is a building. On top of the building there is a person. He is standing, he or she, and they are dropping the stone. If they are dropping the stone means initial velocity is 0. Yes or no? So initial velocity is 0. Then once if you drop the stone means it will reaches the ground at what velocity? You have to calculate. Then for it is a 2 marks question. It is a 2 marks question, so no need to calculate the final velocity. Just they are asking the height of the building is initial velocity is 0, then height you have to calculate to reach from here to here. It will take a 3 seconds. Means you can apply the formula, that is s equals to ut plus half at square. Distance they are asking, so write h equals to question mark and initial velocity will be 0. We know that, what you know? Formula s equals to ut plus half at square. And one more thing, g value is given. How much it is? G is equals to 10 meter per second square. Now see here, stone is falling, so stone is dropping towards the ground means acceleration is what? It is plus or minus? Downward motion, that is plus g. You have to take it is plus 10 meter per second square. So just substitute here. Instead of years, can you write a h? Because they are asking a h. H, s, x all are same only. So just replace instead of years h, and initial velocity is 0 into time. How much is it is? 3 seconds plus half as it is. A value is 10 and t value is 3 square. 3 seconds they are given. Right here h is equals to, this term will be 0, 0 into 3 is 0 only. Then here 2 ones are 2 5s are, then 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45 meter. What is the height of building here? 45 meter. So at a 45 meter height, if a stone is dropping means it will take the time 3 seconds to reach the ground. That's it. It is 2 marks question. They will ask in your board exams. Right. Note down. Yes. Take a next problem. Here the question is the displacement. The displacement is in meters of a particle moving along the x-axis is given by. So displacement is given. What is the given displacement here? Just note down. X is equals to 18t plus 5t square. Let us take it as equation 1. So displacement equation is given and they are telling to calculate instantaneous velocity at a time 2 seconds. Then average velocity have to calculate between 2 seconds and 3 seconds, and then you have to calculate instantaneous acceleration. Let us calculate one by one. First one, what is that? Instantaneous velocity. We know that instantaneous velocity formula. Note down. Instantaneous velocity is equals to dv by dt. Instantaneous means at instant velocity is displacement is changing, that is dx upon dt. So small displacement in a small time interval. Then d by dt, this is what? Velocity, instantaneous velocity, d by dt of x. X value is given here from equation 1. They are mentioned in the question. Just take this x value and substitute here. Just replace x by 18t plus 5t square. Right. Now differentiate. Already you know how to differentiate. Just write the answer here. So t, differentiation of t is 1. 1 into 18 is 18 only. So velocity is equals to 18 at t is equals to 2 seconds. Now differentiation of 18t. Here t differentiation is 1. 1 into 18 is 18 plus as it is. Now 5 is constant. Write as it is. Now t square differentiation, x raised to n differentiation is what? N into x raised to n minus 1. Now n is 2. X raised to 2 minus 1 means 2x. 2 minus 1 is 1 only. 2x raised to 1. Is it clear? So what is the answer here? Into 2x, or directly can say here 5t square differentiation is 5 to the 10, 10t, or at t is equals to 2 seconds. Just write here 18 plus 5 to the 10x. So it is 10t, not x, it is t. Right. Now take here t value is 2 seconds. Already they are given. You have to calculate instantaneous velocity at a time 2 seconds. Just to take this 2 seconds and substitute here. Just replace t by 2. Then what you will get? Instantaneous velocity at t is equals to 2 seconds. 18 plus 5. Sorry. It is 10 into 2. How much it is? 18 plus 20. That is 38 meter per second. This is the instantaneous velocity at t is equals to 2 seconds. Is it clear? First one, once again, instantaneous velocity they are asking and they are given a displacement. Just differentiate this given displacement once, you will get a velocity. And for instantaneous, why they are telling they are given a particular time. At that time, velocity will be how much? 38 meter per second. Now second one, average velocity. What is the formula to calculate average velocity? Right here first. Average velocity is equals to x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. What is average velocity? Change in velocity by change in time. Then You know T2 and T1 because they are mentioned. Average velocity between t equals to 2 second and t equals to 3 second. In between 2 and 3 you have to calculate. Then from this given equation, can you calculate x1 and x2 by replacing the t values? Right? So from given equation, right here, from given equation, x1 at t is equals to 2 second. First one. First any the timing illi 2 second and 3 second. First if you substitute t value 2 seconds, then you will get a x1 value. Then second value is 3 second. If you substitute here, you will get a x2 value. To find x1, substitute the t value 2 second. That is x1 is equals to, right, 18 into 2 plus 5 into 2 square. 18 2s are 36 plus 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. So x1 value is how much ma? 36 plus 20, 56. I will write here x1 is equals to 56 meter. This is x1. Similarly, x2 you have to calculate. How to calculate x2? Same, you have to replace t value 3 second. Just write here for x2 at t is equals to 3 second. Then replace here x2 is equals to 18 into 3 plus 5 into 3 square. Right? 18 3s are how much? 54. Okay. Right here I will write corner side. So x2 is equals to 54 plus again 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45. Then x2 value is how much ma? 99 meter. Then now you know the value of x1 and x2. Substitute in the equation, you will get a average velocity. Can I write here only? Average velocity is equals to x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. So x2 value is 99 minus x1 is 56 divided by 3 minus 2. How much you will get? 99 minus 56. This will be 43 divided by 1. Then average velocity will be 43 meter per second. This is the required answer. Note down. Next, one more thing, you have to calculate instantaneous acceleration. I will write here only. To find instantaneous acceleration, see, given equation is x equals to 18t plus 5t square. Okay, so once if you differentiate, that is dx upon dt, what you will get more? Velocity. One time differentiation. Now again t differentiation is 1 into 18 is 18 plus again 5 2s are 10 t. This is what? Velocity. Right here velocity v is equals to 18 plus 10 t. Again if you differentiate this velocity with respect to time, again that is dv by dt, what you will get? 18 constant is 0 plus t differentiation is 1 into t, that will be 1 only. Then dv by dt, which gives what? Acceleration is equals to 10. You can write here a is equals to 10 meter per second square. Instantaneous acceleration. Or here only if you differentiating means second derivative, again same you will get 18 is 0, 10 into t is 10 only. So 10 is a instantaneous acceleration. Is it clear to all? So this completes your complete session of motion in a straight line, that is a numericals problem section. So please do practice more problems. You will get in board exams for 5 marks and 2 marks. Okay now? Right. Take care. Bye bye.